Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you some DIY Harry Potter Christmas decorations, mostly how I decorated my Christmas tree this year. And I know this video is super late and Christmas is practically over, but I'm sorry, better late than never I guess. Let me get started. So first I'm going to be making a paper mache sorting hat, and this was my first time doing paper mache and it was not a pleasant experience. So first I got a poster board and a bowl and, traced the bowl onto the poster board and cut it out with my X-Acto knife. Honestly, I should have used a bigger bowl because the circle wasn't big enough, but I just rolled with it. You can also use a smaller bowl to make a smaller circle inside of that bigger circle, but I'm going to cut a hole later after I'm done with the whole thing because this is going to be my tree topper, so I needed a very small hole, so I just punched a hole in it later. Next, you're going to need a cone, and you can make one yourself by rolling up a poster or some cardboard or even a cereal box, but I just found this cone at my craft store, so I decided to use it for this project. And then I used masking tape to attach the cone to that circle, and I totally didn't do it in the middle, and it bothers me so much now that I'm watching this, but that's okay. I'm rolling with it. It didn't turn out all that well anyways, so oh well. Then I'm just bending the top of the cone there so it's not so witch hatty, you know what I mean? I don't know, just give it some wrinkles and such. Then I used my poster board to cut out some facial features for the sorting hats, and I used these sort of shapes for the mouth area of the sorting hats. I was pretty random with this. I just kind of winged the shapes basically. And then I cut out this odd shape for the eyebrow sort of eye area of the sorting hat. And then I used masking tape to attach it to the cone. And just FYI, this sorting hat is totally not 100%, but I tried my best and it came out alright, I think. You might just want to buy an inexpensive one on the internet, but I think this would be a fun project for kids. It doesn't have to be Christmassy, it doesn't have to be like a Christmas tree topper or whatever, but it could just be a decor piece or just a fun project if you're having a Harry Potter party and you want something fun to do with the kids or whatnot. And, paper mache is just not for me. It was just unpleasant for me. I don't know why, but this would be really fun with kids, I think. And, yeah. Anywho, to make the paper mache mixture, or whatever you call it, you need 1 part flour and 1 part water. So I used 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of water, mixed that together, and it turned into this pancake consistency sort of mixture. I didn't like it at all. And then I shredded some newspaper and dunked 1 shred of newspaper at a time into the mixture, and then scraped off that extra bit so it wasn't so gulpy. I guess I can describe that as that. And then I covered the entire sorting hat shell I had going on in, with the newspaper, paper mache bits. Yeah, I'm bad at this explaining business. Hopefully you got that though. Just basically continue doing this and wrapping the newspaper bits all over the sorting hat shell you had going on. Make sure you don't forget the facial features and inside of that mouthpiece. And you're gonna wait 24 hours for that to dry or set. I really don't know. This is my first time paper mache. Just wait 24 hours and then you can paint it. To paint it, I used a brown shade, a lighter brown shade, and a black shade. And I painted the entire sorting hat brown, and then I highlighted it with the lighter brown. And to darken up some places like the eye area and the mouth area, I just mix a bit of black into the brown. And I use foam brushes to paint it, and that's it. I know you're judging my sorting hat. Don't. I tried, okay? This was the top of my Christmas tree, and then I just poked a hole in the bottom and I placed it on top. And yeah, that's my Christmas tree topper for this year. Next up, I'm making a house-inspired ornament, and I'm in Slytherin, so I decided to make a Slytherin ornament. I decided to stuff a DIY ornament ball that I found at Dollar Tree with curling ribbon in my house colors. Obviously, whatever house you're in, use the appropriate colors. It doesn't have to be curling ribbon. You can use glitter or, I don't know, anything that's in your house colors, and stuff the DIY ornament ball with whatever you decide to use. And then I printed out a Slytherin house crest and cut it out, and I used photo paper so it's nice looking, you know, and I inserted it into the ball as well. And that's it for this one. Super easy. Let's move on. The next ornaments are inspired by the Weasley jumpers or sweaters, whatever you want to call it. You're first going to need felt fabric in the colors of your choice. I tried to mimic Harry and Ron's sweater colors, though I'm way off. I also printed out a sweater template. You can also freehand it if you want to. Trace out the sweater template onto the felt fabric and cut it out. Then I used yellow puffy fabric paint. You can use whatever color you want really, and I used it to draw out the initial onto the sweater. Obviously I put H for Harry and R for Ron. I let that dry completely, and then I made a loop with some twine and glued it to the back of the sweater and placed it on my Christmas tree. I also could have just stabbed it with a hook and placed it on the Christmas tree like that. Next up, I printed out a chocolate frog box and a Bertie Botts every flavor beans box. I cut those out with my scissors and used my X-Acto knife to cut out the little windows there on the Bertie Botts every flavored beans box and those little slits on the chocolate frog box. I just quickly folded each of the boxes, and to, keep it all together, I used double-sided tape. You can also use a glue stick if you wanted. I will leave links for both of the boxes in the description box so you can print them out. These are the only two things that I printed out, but you can print out other things as well, like a quibbler or Luna's glasses. You can just print out any image you want, basically cut it out and stab a hook in it, and boom, an ornament. I printed these out on glossy photo paper just because the image comes out way better. I filled this box with regular jelly beans since you can see into the box, and that's it for these two. Next up, you can do potion bottles as ornaments, and I've done all these before in previous videos, so I'm just going to quickly go through what I did for each, and I will leave links to the other videos down below in the description box. I got these mini corked bottles with eye pins already inside of it, so it makes making them into an ornament quite easy. For Pepper Up Potion, I just mixed clear glue and red food coloring with a toothpick. For Gillyweed, I just added fake moss and clear glue. I know this isn't a potion, by the way, and I will leave links to the labels I made in the description box. I just burnt the edges and such and taped it onto the bottle. Again, this isn't a potion, but whatever. For Unicorn Blood, I just used silver acrylic paint. For Veritaserum, I just used clear glue. For Polyjuice Potion, I just used clear glue and green food coloring. You can use whatever color you want. For Felix Felicis, I just used gold acrylic paint. For Wolfsbane Potion, I just used clear glue and blue food coloring. And last, for Draught of Living Death, I just used black acrylic paint. Next, a Remembrall ornament. I used a clear ornament ball for this, sheer red ribbon, and gold tape. So all you have to do is take a bit of the sheer red ribbon and place it inside the ornament, and then wrap some gold tape around the ornament, and that's it. I also added some feathers to my tree, and I did buy some Harry Potter ornaments for my tree as well, which you can't see in the picture because I kind of took them off just for the DIY thing. And that's it for the Christmas tree. Now onto this Luna Lovegood inspired mistletoe. So one of the things that Luna wears to keep away the Nargles is her butterbeer cork necklace, and I thought it'd be funny to buy a mistletoe since it's often infested by Nargles and attach a cork to it and write Nargle free on a gift tag and attach it to the mistletoe. You can also nix the cork and just write might be infested with nargles and attach it to the mistletoe. It'd be really cute that way as well, but I decided to do the whole nargle free and attach a cork to it, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny. So that's it for this one, and that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it even though it's incredibly late, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and thanks so much for watching.